Okay, today we're doing story time. Yes, I love this. I just thought of this and it's amazing. I just had that right next to me because why not? Anyways, I have a lazy cat here and we're gonna tell you a story. And no, I'm not evil. I do like playing Mickey. Anyways, so this happened, I believe. Oh, actually, how long ago was it? I believe it was last year before, right, the day before school started. Remember, it was the day before school started. It was last year, yeah, 8th grade. Uh, yes, I was freshman. Yeah, I know I'm not as irresponsible as all freshmen are classified as. A lot of us aren't. Just don't classify us as that because you don't. You were too probably once. Anyways, yeah. So this was the day before my school started on in August. Remember that. Okay, so the dude, we're gonna call him B. He is M and T, my siblings. That's what I'm gonna call him. M and T's dad. And so he raised me like his own daughter. So I was going to say happy birthday to him because it was his birthday that day. And we got to his house. He wasn't there. I was with my aunt. Let's just call her S for now. So I was with my Aunt S, and we got to his house. Wasn't there. So we left. Like, okay, we'll just come back later. Say happy birthday, hug, celebration, the whole gist. So when we're going down the road, B was coming with a couple kids in the car. I believe it was 4, right? So he swerved and almost hit us. So my Aunt S swerved and almost hit the end of this bridge because we were going over a bridge. So yeah, that happened. And then we turned around because excuse me, you shouldn't be driving. And this was like a few feet away from where we had stopped. We turn around, a few feet away. We see his car turned over. It rolled I'm gonna say I think they said 10, 15 feet. I don't remember the exact details because it's been a year. Over a year, actually. Year and a half. Yeah, about. And yeah, so there was a girl who looked like my sister M in the street. Head busted open, blood everywhere. I'll save you the more gory details. But yeah, so we thought it was her and we're like, oh my god, M, you okay? And it wasn't her. But this nice people, they stopped, like, we have room for 2 people. We can take you to the hospital. It was right down the street, but still, girl's bleeding from her head. So yeah. And her and another kid got in there who I can't remember how he was hurt. I'm not sure. But they got in the car. Those nice people took him to the hospital. And my half sibling's brother, who is not related to me, but I consider him brother in every way. We're gonna call him A. So A, he was bleeding from his head too, but not as bad. Like, okay, we'll take you to the hospital, me and my Aunt S. And this other kid, it was 5 people in the car. Yeah, 5. Yeah, there's 5 kids, right? Because there was another one. Oh, only one got in the car. Sorry, I'm still trying to make sure I got all the details right here. I don't know why I have the remote. So, yeah. A and his friend, I don't remember his name. Sorry, kid. You know who you are, and I don't know your name. Sorry. But yeah, they got in the car with us, and so did B. Was like, oh, here, let us take you to the hospital. He's like, no, no. Clearly intoxicated. In fact, the police report, I remember this exactly, said he was 3 times over the legal limit, which was pretty seriously. If he would have had a couple more drinks, he would have been dead. That's how close. But, yeah, he was really, really drunk. He was screaming, very intoxicated. And we're like, okay, calm down. We'll take you to your mom's house, which was the other way down the street. Because it was her car that he was driving. So, luckily, my sister M and my brother T were not in the car with him. They were with his mom, who was driving in front of him. Yeah, she knew he was intoxicated, but she let him drive anyways. And yeah. So crash happened, and one of the kids, he ended up in the windshield, and he had glass all in his toe. He had to be airlifted to the nearest emergency hospital that could deal with that, which was not in the town we were. It was 30 minutes away from us. And so he did survive. He was fine, and so was everyone else, luckily. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah. That was traumatizing because that changed my whole view of him. I really wanted to believe he wasn't the things people thought he was, who the people said he was. I never wanted to believe that because, you always want to believe the father figure in your life is a good person who, you look up to him. And you don't want to believe that. And it's just hard to believe until that final piece falls into place and shatters the whole illusion. And my siblings still think he's this great guy, and he's not. He really isn't. And I hate to say that about him because he's my sibling's dad, but he also belongs in jail. And he ran from a warrant for him. I know I should have said something to the police, but I didn't because I'm pretty sure someone else, because everyone knew exactly where he was. He was in Texas. Everyone knew. I'm sure someone said something, hopefully. But, I was just like, I don't want to do that to my siblings because I love them and I don't want to be the reason their dad's in jail, no matter what he did. I know, really selfish of me to put them before other people. But anyways, his case recently went through and I don't know how, but he got off without getting any jail time. And I really just, yeah, he didn't deserve to. He nearly killed all of those kids. Me and my aunt, too. And it's just not right that he got off like that. And the money he got the lawyer from was from my mom, who has a job. I'm not with my mom. She gave my grandparents temporary custody of me because of some things that happened. Not because she didn't want me. That's not why. At all. I'll explain this in a different story time, but yeah, that. And, anyways, he got all of that money from my mom's child support. instead of spending on my siblings like he was supposed to, he paid a really good lawyer to get out, including all of my sister's social security checks that she gets because of her disability, because she has really, really bad seizures, and it's not okay. And my brother has a disability too, but honestly, I don't think he really does. He has this really bad lisp, but that's about it. I mean, maybe ADHD, but that's probably because it runs in the family. Like, I have it. It's not that bad, honestly, from in my case at least. But they have some anger issues because of my mom and some of the things that happened between her and their dad. And their dad pretty much has them convinced that he's the good guy and our mom's the bad guy, when our mom was getting out of a really, really bad situation and doing the best she could to get us out of it too. And luckily I'm not his kid, so she got me out pretty easily. I'm so glad she did, because my life would have been completely different. I probably would have been brainwashed with all of this still. And I just hope they come to their senses soon. I know, rambling, blah, blah, blah. This video can't go on much longer. I'm about to reach my limit on my time. So anyways, that was my story time about the car accident. And I saw my grammar is off today. How dare you, grammar? Okay, so I'm gonna sign off. Say bye, Courtney.